बीए पार्ट 1 सेकेंड सेमेस्टर के विद्यार्थियों, पिछले दिनों हमने नेशनल मूवमेंट के संदर्भ में कई वीडियो आपके कोर्स से संबंधित डाला था। इधर कुछ दिनों तक व्यस्तता के कारण फिर हम वीडियो नहीं डाल सके। आज इस क्रम को फिर शुरू कर रहे हैं। आज आपके कोर्स में कैबिनेट मिशन है। नेशनल भारतीय राष्ट्रीय आंदोलन में कैबिनेट मिशन एक महत्वपूर्ण पड़ाव है। हम कैबिनेट मिशन को आपके सामने अंग्रेजी में रखना चाहते हैं। 1947 में जो परिस्थितियां बनी, उन परिस्थितियों के आधार पर भारत को ब्रिटेन द्वारा स्वतंत्रता देना अनिवार्य माना गया। ऐसी परिस्थितियां बनी कि ब्रिटिश अब भारत की स्वतंत्रता को रोक पाने में अपने को असमर्थ पा रहे थे। इस संदर्भ में के बाद भी उन्होंने कई ऐसे कदम किए कि शायद ऐसा मौका मिल जाए कि भारत को स्वतंत्रता न देनी पड़े। इस संदर्भ में उन्होंने सांप्रदायिकता की आड़ ली और सांप्रदायिकता की आड़ में अनेक फार्मूला उन्होंने सामने रखा और उसी सांप्रदायिकता की आड़ के कारण से भारत का विभाजन हुआ। अंग्रेजों ने CR फार्मूला सामने रखा। द ब्रिटिश हैड कंकरेज्ड द मुस्लिम आल्सो। ब्रिटिशों ने मुसलमानों को हमेशा आगे बढ़ाने का काम किया, हिंदुओं को हमेशा पीछे ढकेलने का काम किया। द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ मुस्लिम लीग वॉज बिकॉज ऑफ ब्रिटिश पैट्रोनेज। भारत में जो मुस्लिम लीग का विकास हुआ या उद्भव हुआ, वह अंग्रेजों द्वारा मुसलमानों को संरक्षण देने का परिणाम था। आफ्टरवर्ड्स द ब्रिटिश गेव प्रेफरेंस टू द डिमांड ऑफ लीग। उसके बाद ब्रिटिशों ने मुस्लिम लीग के अनेक मांगों पर बहुत गंभीरता से गौर किया, बहुत गंभीरता से विचार किया। अगस्त ऑफर लॉर्ड लिंटिगॉ assured League that in the case of any understanding with the Congress, the interest of the Muslim would be safeguarded. In 1942, the Cripps Mission accepted the demand of Pakistan. हेलो, नमस्कार सर, हम 10 मिनट में फ़ोन कर रहे हैं आपको। Muslim would be safeguarded. In 1942, the Cripps Mission accepted the demand of Pakistan by League indirectly. Gradually, the settlement between the League and the Congress was made by British, a precondition of the independence of India. A few congressmen also felt it necessary. C. Rajagopalachari was also one of them who realized it as far back as 1944 and therefore evolved the formula called CR formula to bring about the settlement between League and Congress, Muslim League and Congress. He declared that Gandhi has fully approved the formula. What is the formula? Number 1, the Muslim League should endorse the Congress demand for the independence and cooperate with it in the formation of provincial interim government for the transition period. Second, after the end of the war, the commission shall be appointed to the democratic boundary of the Muslim dominated district in the north, west and east India. The people these districts shall decide the issue of separation from India by plebiscite. Third, All parties shall be allowed to plead their respective point of view before the plebiscite. Fourth, in the event of partition, mutual agreement shall be entered into between two governments for jointly safeguarding defense, commerce, communication, and for other essential purpose. Fifth, transfer of population shall be allowed on purely voluntary basis. 6. These terms shall be binding only in the case of transfer power by Britain to Indian leaders. 7th, both Gandhi and Jinnah, if agreed on this term, shall attempt to get the approval of Congress and Muslim League respectively for them terms. Gandhi approached Mr. Jinnah for settlement on the basis of this formula in September 1944. Jinnah rejected it. He denounced vehemently the type of Pakistan offered to him in the CR formula and held that it was maimed, mutilated, mouth-eaten Pakistan. He would not accept any circumstances. Thus, the CR formula failed to achieve anything. On the contrary, the complicated Indian politics further. In a way, when Gandhi approached Mr. Jinnah for the settlement between the Congress and the League, it increased importance of Jinnah and made him more adamant in getting his demand accepted. It thus encouraged the communal politics of the Muslim League. Then Wavell Plan is come. In October 1944, Lord Lyttelgeau was replaced by Lord Wavell as the Governor General of India. But that time, the war in Europe was ended. But Japan was not subdued. It was felt that the war could continue for a year or two with Japan, and gaining confidence of Indians would be positive help toward the war effort. The economic condition in India has also deteriorated much, and there has occurred a large scale famine during the period of 1943 to 44. Therefore, some political solution of the Indian problem was felt to be necessary. Therefore, Lord Wavell went to England in March 1945 and consulted Mr. Churchill, who was then the Prime Minister of Britain, England, regarding the political deadlock in India. The general elections were also due in Britain, and the Conservative Party desired to justify that it was like the Labour Party interested it resolve the deadlock in India. Both USA and the USSR, the allies of Britain, were interested in finding solution of the Indian problem. Therefore, a new plan was offered to the Indians. It was called the Wavell Plan. The Wavell Plan was announced on 14th June 1945. The plan was offered as an interim arrangement. The main feature of the plan was the formation of interim government at the center with equal representative of both Hindu and Muslims. Beside all portfolios except that defense, the Governor General were to remain free from the control of Indian ministers. The interim government, consisting of all Indian ministers, would work under the framework of the Act of 1935 till new constitution was formed. The Governor General would also retain the right of veto to advise the newly constituted Executive Council. The conference was called in Simla, Wavell Conference, to decide the plan. All Indian leader representative of Congress and Muslim League, the Sikh scheduled castes, European and Unionist Party of Punjab were called attend the conference. It started the deliberation on 29th June 1945. The talk broke down primarily because of the obstinacy of Jinnah. The Congress desired to nominate one Muslim on its behalf to the Executive Council. So was desired by the Unionist Party of Punjab. But the Jinnah was not prepared to include any Muslim representative in the council other than the Muslim League. His purpose was that Muslim League should be recognized as a representative organization of Muslims. The Congress did not accept this irrational demand of Muslim League. The talk therefore broke down, and Lord Wavell announced the failure of conference on July 14. The only result of the conference was that the hand of Jinnah was strengthened because Lord Wavell practically gave him the power of veto, which resulted in the failure of the conference. Then cabinet mission plan will emerge. After the failure of Simla conference, Lord Wavell convened a conference of governors at New Delhi in August 1945, and it was decided to hold general election in India. In a meantime, the general election in Britain were over, and the conservative government was replaced by the Labour government under the leadership of Mr. Attlee. The Labour government called Lord Wavell to Britain consultation in September 1945. Wavell immediately after his return declared that the British government was eager to introduce the self-government in India at the earliest possible time, and therefore fresh election of the central and provincial legislature would be held immediately as envisaged by the Act of 1935. The general election of India gave an overwhelming majority to the Congress. It captured all general seats and also some Muslim seats. But the equally good was the source of Muslim League concerning the Muslim seat. It captured 446 Muslim seats out of 495. The Unionist Punjab owned only 10 Muslim seats. Only NWF province of Muslim League failed to capture the Muslim seats. Therefore, Khundai Khaidamatgar under the leadership of Khan brothers got the majority. The Congress therefore formed minister and 7 provinces. The Unionists formed their ministry in Punjab with the support of the Congress and other parties. The Khudai Khidmatdar came to power in NWA province, and the Muslim League formed the ministers in Bengal and Sindh. On the March 15, 1946, the British government announced to send a deputation of its cabinet to India. The cabinet mission consisted Mr. Patrick Lawrence, Secretary of the State for India, Sir Stafford Cripps, and Mr. A.V. Alexander arrived India on March 23, 1946. After having prolonged discussion with the leader of Indian public opinion of all shades, the mission announced the plan, settle the political deadlock in India to plan suggested. What is the cabinet mission plan? First, there will be federal government in India, including the native state. It would look after the defense, foreign affairs, and communication. Second, any question raising major communal issues in the legislative shall be decided by majority of the representatives of each of the major communities, as well as the majority of all members present by voting. The provinces shall be free to form groups of their own common purpose mutually agreed upon of them. Each provinces shall have to right, if desired by the majority vote and its legislative assembly, to ask for a change in the constitution after the interval every 10 years. Fifth, the Constituent Assembly shall be found to frame a Constitution of India. Each province shall be allotted fixed number of seats in proportion of the population. This seat allotted each provinces shall be further divided into the various communities in the proportion of their population in the province. For the purpose of 3 communities were recognized: general, all other than Muslim and Sikh. Muslim and Sikh only in Punjab. The member of Constituent Assembly were to be elected by the elected member of legislative assemblies of provinces. Community-wise, general, Muslim and Sikh, although proportional representative by single transferable vote. The method of representation of the native states shall be decided mutual consultation. 6. The treaty shall be negotiated between the Constituent Assembly and the United Kingdom to settle certain issue arising out of the transfer of power. India, however, shall have the right to go out of the Commonwealth. 7. The interim government enjoyed the support of the major political party shall be formed as early as possible. 8. British paramountcy over the Indian native state shall lapse after the transfer of power. The cabinet mission plan was described by Gandhi as a best plan put up by the British government under the then circumstances. Certainly the plan has certain merits. It was rejected demand by the Pakistan by Muslim League. It had rejected the principle of weightage while forming the Constituent Assembly, and the communal electorate system was accepted only concerning the Muslim and Sikh in Punjab. It made it clear that Governor General henceforth would be function only and constitutional head, and it had made the Constituent Assembly supreme with the right to succeed with the British Commonwealth as well. But the plan suffered from certain serious snatches as well. Under the plan, the centre was given limited power. The demand of Pakistan by the Muslim League was accepted from the back door. The fate of the native state after the lapse of paramountcy was not clear. The provisions of the 6 members of the Congress and 5 members of the Muslim League was unjust, and plan was to be accepted, rejected in totally. It is an initial stage. The plan was accepted by the Muslim League, the Congress and the Sikh. Then elections were held for the Constituent Assembly. The large majority enjoyed by the Congress in the Shah Jinnah, who attempt to wriggle out of the commitment. The Congress accepted this assembly as a full competent body to frame the constitution of India. This again was distasteful to Jinnah. Therefore, when the Constituent Assembly made 19 December 1946, the member of the Muslim League abstained themselves from it. After next day I will give the lecture.